Hello. Not too awful long ago, I was 320 pounds. That's kind of rough to say. Um, but anyway, I've been gaining some traction in the weight loss and getting healthier space. And you're probably also wondering why I'm wearing this very cool flamingo shirt. And I'm going to tell you how that's going to tie into this story here in just a little bit. So anyway, I've been kind of on a roll. Last week, I had gained about 1.4 pounds, but I said I was very excited for this next week, and which is a total mind shift change for me because a lot of times in the past when I try to lose weight, I'd have a week like that where I gained a little bit and I felt like I was doing things correctly to lose weight, and it would just kind of knock me off the rails, and then I would kind of give up. But I know that I'm on a roll now and I know what to do, and I've learned that consistency is way more important than perfection. So I knew if I just stayed consistent, that was just a little setback for the week. No big deal, because about 21 weeks ago, I weighed 279.4, I think it was. And this week, I am happy to say when I jumped on that scale, I lost that 1.4 and then some. And I was 239.8, I believe it was. So very cool, very encouraging, and just goes to show me again that, the goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. And sorry, I got to look around here because this lake is beautiful. And yeah. Anyway, so to kind of tie it together a little bit, so I got a call the other day, I don't know, a week or so ago, maybe a little bit longer now, that a really good friend of mine that we were roommates in college together. He was a groomsman in my wedding. Just a really good friend. And I got a call from his cell phone that popped up on, his caller ID on my phone. and I didn't answer it at the time because I was busy, and it rang again a little bit later. And then I got a call almost immediately after from a number that I didn't recognize. And I answered that, and it was my buddy Tom's sister, informing me that Tom had passed away, which unbelievable, hit me pretty hard. Like I said, we were good friends, roommates in college. He was in my wedding, the whole works. So this is Tom's shirt. And Tom had a thing for like Hawaiian type of shirts, and he wore them all the time. His sister said she was going to send me some pictures of us together and stuff like that, especially in college. And yeah, I said pictures because I'm 55 years old now. Back when I was in college, I don't think we had cell phones yet. So we had to take pictures and go get them developed and all this kind of stuff. So they're actual pictures. I mean, I had a Commodore 64 computer when I was in high school. I had dial-up internet. So yeah, technology wasn't a thing back then with cell phones. And thank God, really, I mean, some of our stupid stuff that we did back when we were young, nobody was recording it, which is awesome. Thankful for the technology today, though, because it's allowing me to talk to you through this video. But anyway, back to the story real quick. So, yeah, it just really hit me hard. I got a thing in the mail, and she wanted to send me one of his favorite shirts, and she sent me a ton of pictures of him wearing this shirt. So, it's awesome. I feel like I got a little connection back with him. And one of the really cool things was in those, with the shirt and with those pictures, was a keychain. And I knew immediately what it was because there was one other guy that was a groomsman in my wedding. My dad was my best man, which was awesome. And but we gave them all for being in the wedding a keychain. It was like, I don't know, gold plated something. and it was inscribed on the back. So I got that back from him. His sister sent it. So that was cool. And she said that, you know, Tom was this kind of guy that you didn't ever picture him dying. I mean, he was like full of life, just full of adventure. You know, he's lived on a couple, back in a former life when I was an airline pilot, and that's what we went to school for, aviation. Tom was an airline pilot, traveled all over the world, and lived on sailboats. He had a sailboat in the Keys, Florida Keys, towards the end of his life there. And just one of these guys that just lived life to the fullest. And it's hard to picture him being gone. And it's just a good, you know, reminder of we need to live our lives to the fullest. We need to do everything we can to enjoy our time here. It's very short. Even if we live to be 90 years old, whatever, it's a very short time that we get to spend on this beautiful planet. And so, and in those regards, losing weight and getting healthier is even more important because it allows us not only to be here longer, to enjoy our friends and our families, but it also allows us to be healthier so that we can get around better and our quality of life is good. So, you know, just hugely important. And it's just a reminder. The significance of the shirt really hit me when last week's weigh-in, I was 239.8. And I told my wife, I said, when we went to college, my wife and I dated in high school. We went to college together. When we went to college, I had worked out right after my senior year in high school, hard dieting. I got down to 198 pounds and went to college. I put on the freshman 42 instead of the freshman 15 because that end of that first year, I came home in the summer and I was 240. I was 19 years old. And you see where this is going? So the other day when I jumped on that scale and I was 239.8, that was the first time since I was 19 years old. I'm 55 now. First time in 36 years that I was below 240 pounds. So awesome. Don't let anybody tell you that losing weight is a young person's game. I mean, it can be done at any age and you don't have to be perfect. Just be consistent. And that's what I've learned. There's been so much packed in this last, you know, couple of weeks for me with the weight loss, hitting that milestone, doing it right now, this video in Tom's shirt. I mean, yeah, just everything kind of came together in this last week and just let me know that, you know, setbacks, because I thought it was a little bit of a setback gaining some weight that week. And then I lost it all and then some, and it put me below 240 for the first time in 36 years. So I'm just offering you hope that you can do it too, no matter what your age is. And I just hope that you don't get wrapped up in the small things and you just stay consistent, do what you can, and build on your successes that you're going to have. Let me know in the comments, you know, where you're at in your journey, some of the success that you have had, and also some of the failures, because failures are important. I think we learn from our failures, and we can learn a lot more if we're willing to, sometimes than we can our successes. So let me know, take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you soon.